Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So let's start with the Banknifty analysis. First of all, let's discuss actually what we discussed on the weekend as well, and then let's go forward. Okay, now before we come to that part on the 15-minute time frame, let's look at the weekly chart. Okay, first. And by the way, if this analysis does help you, please consider helping us out by hitting the like button, because whenever you do so, like, it helps the algorithm boost us to newer people out. Okay, so let's start with the weekly chart. What do you see on the weekly time frame? I am seeing a doji thing. Okay, so doji means wherever the current week high low gets broken, we have to align our trade there. Okay, so for example, if it gets broken out on the upside, then I'm going to have a bullish bias. If it gets broken down on the downside, then I'm going to have a bearish bias. Okay, so currently it's like at the lower end. So let's see how that goes. See, when the week started, okay, what I thought, okay, I'll tell you my thinking. My thinking was that this weekly candle, this rejection is there. So this last week's high has to go to zero. That was what my thinking was. Then after yesterday's candle, I'll show you in the 15-minute as well. So market was like, it was not going downside. So then we converted our view to a triangle. We thought last week's low also is not going to go to zero. Sorry, I meant last week's low as well is going to go to zero. Right? And so today again, I think it's like it's still in a triangle mode. And tomorrow also, I think this mode should work out. But I think the bias for a triangle also, it has to be slightly bearish. So let's see if this works or not. Now let's come back to the daily time frame. See, daily time frame, like, we have a support. Okay, we have a support near 51,957. So exactly near there, market took a support today and it's waiting. So now we also need to wait and see whether this support breaks or not. Okay, agar this support toot gaya, then we are going to play bearish only, right? But it's still above that support, so sort of like, I think it's not exactly too much bearish right now. But the candle, okay, this candle, this candle which has closed today, what kind of candlestick pattern is this? It is a bearish engulfing candle. What does this mean? This means that you should have a call sell position. You have to have it inside your account. Okay, so I think this last 3 days high, 53,000 calls should go to zero. I think this also should go to zero, 52,800 call. Don't know, I'm just like, if it opens gap up, it might scare you. So to be safe, I'm just telling you 53,000 should go to zero. And let's see if the support gets broken on the downside or not. But I think this swing low near 51,200 and all, I think this triangle zone should work out perfectly. Okay. So let's see if it works or not. Now let's come to the 15-minute time frame. Let's discuss what we discussed on the weekend as well. Okay. So weekend pay, let's see what we discussed. First thing, we had discussed that this is a support, right? So at this candle, the support broke, right? And then we got a short trade. So when we got the short trade here, I came and told you this was a Friday, right? So I came and told you that this week ka high should go to zero as per me. And I'm slightly bearish, okay, bias. I told you that. Cool, because that weekly candle also, we saw a big rejection on the weekly candle, right? So that doesn't imply massively bullish. So then on Monday, what happened? Monday market closed near the highest point, okay, and here Nifty also was closing at the highest point near the all-time high, right? So then what this bias was, this bias actually worked out yesterday. We got money from the call sell also, but then we converted into a triangle. Okay, now because the market is going up and Nifty is also strong, so then basically this is the bias now. It should be in a triangle position and triangle should be rewarded. Now today what has happened? Today the market is ferociously come down. Okay, so this yesterday's candle, it has engulfed and it has closed below. This implies a very it's very bearish. So I think today's high, logically speaking, any high call above this and this should go to zero. And puts may, it's dicey, but I think this last swing low, this zone near 51,200, 300, etc., that should go to zero. So let's see how it works or not. Today was actually a good day for selling triangles, and sorry, I meant call sells, because even in a triangle thing, this first candle itself told us get out of it, right? So we just cut our calls and we cut our puts and we were in a call sell positions throughout the day. Okay, so your cue for being short today is this starting candle. Okay, this is really bearish. Now for tomorrow, okay, now we have a bearish closing. Now the sentiment is sort of strangled, sort of a thing, but on a day-to-day basis, this day candle is a bearish candle. So what can we expect tomorrow? First thing is, if we open flat, now after opening flat, either we can go up or either we can go down, right? So the situation which will be really good for us tomorrow, if we open flat and then this 51,950 support also is here, we spoke about. Now this we need to be taken out with a strong candle. Then tomorrow's expiry will be really easy for us, okay, if this happens. If this doesn't happen, then we don't know. But a trending move, you will get below 51,950 only, right? And on the upside, I think this, whatever happens, it will result in an inside candle. So something like this, okay? So this high, the probability of this being taken out is very, very low. But if this gets taken out, it's like massively bullish then. ठीक है, क्योंकि आज इतनी स्ट्रॉन्ग सेलिंग आई है और उसके ऊपर अगर मार्केट जाके क्लोज हो जाता है कल परसों में जब भी, देन दिस इंप्लाइज लाइक वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग बुलिश बायस अगेन. ओके, तो फ्लैट का भी स्पोक, गैप डाउन का लेट्स टॉक. ओके, तो गैप डाउन इफ इट हैपेंस, दिस विल बी माय लास्ट लेवल 51,565. ओके, and below that मतलब I mean, see, I made a video a few days ago also on bearish engulf. So this is precisely what system I covered in that bearish engulfing. I told all of you guys basically to sell calls on this candle whenever you spot a bearish engulfing, and you book those profits if you get a gap down. Now there's a very high probability of you getting a gap down tomorrow or a flat opening. Cool. So if you do get a gap down, I think the best trade would be to cut those calls, wait for a higher high and then sell puts. Okay, this is usually what's booking right now. And if it keeps going down lower low पे lower low बनाते जाता है, then at some point I'm going to just come in and sell for OTM option, because then my view is going to be wrong. Okay, so gap up का भी spoke. Gap up में I expect an inside candle. Flat खुल के again I want a downside break, support breaking. This I think can result in a trending day. And gap down पे we've already covered a strategy on that. Okay, you can go and watch it from the educational series section we have on the playlist. And on a gap down, I think we should try to play for an up move in the intraday on a higher high. Okay, so cool. This is simple Bank Nifty. Now let's look at Nifty. This is a Nifty candle as of now. Nothing seems really bearish. Okay, here it's still at the upper end. Okay, of the chart. So this is still bullish only. So nothing on the weekly time frame for me. So we have one day up, one day down. Okay, so this range will mark, and this range breakout will trade now. If market breaks on the upside trade will be better, I think, here, because market did halt here for some time and again it has halted. So above today's high, market can go up again, and inside this range I think short triangles would work best, and below this last 2-day low you can go short, I think, in Nifty. Okay, so 15-minute time frame pe let's check. Yeah, exactly as we spoke, it's forming sort of a rectangle here. Okay, so this rectangle mein I think short triangle will work, and outside this only you should play a directional move, I think, in Nifty. And this is very close to the all-time high. So isme I think bullish trade milna I think would be more beneficial rather than searching for a bearish trade at this point. Okay, so yahan pe I would ideally like the market to cross this current day's high and give a closing. Closing ke baad I think I'll play bullish. Okay, so same thing in Nifty. Just see, whenever I form a range, no, all of like a lot of comments I get, why didn't you cover gap up, gap down and flat scenario? I don't cover it because you have to trade the range whenever you spot a range. So intentionally I don't do it. It's not like that day I forgot. ठीक है, तो ये जो रेंज है बेसिकली, ये रेंज को खेलने के लिए you market needs to sustain and close above or below this range, तो ही आपको ट्रेड मिलेगा नया. तब तक के लिए बेस्ट ट्रेड मतलब इसमें शॉर्ट ट्रायंगल ही होगा. ठीक है, तो निफ्टी में एंड बैंक निफ्टी में I've covered my views. Bank Nifty, I told you like why this week, like we started off with a bearish bias and came to a triangle bias. Okay, and currently which options I think should go to zero, that also I told you, call and puts. And Nifty I think just play the range breakout of this channel, this range, last 2-3 days ka range, no, it's consolidating, let it break out, then we'll see what happens to it. Okay, so and if you do like these videos, like you might be interested in joining a workshop. I'm just reminding you that the workshop is on 13th and 14th of July, okay, next week on Saturday and Sunday. So if you are interested in enrolling for the workshop, you can do so via the link given in the description. Cool, so let's see how it goes now. I think from today until next week, I think all days you will have me only like presenting here, because Nikita will be going to Bangalore. Okay, so like you're stuck with me now for like 2 weeks. So I'll see you guys, okay, tomorrow. And let's see how the expiry goes. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.